Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Goblin Ringleader podcast. And today we will be playing some Modern. I'm super excited. Before we get started, Happy New Year's! Thank you all so much for making another trip around the sun. Let us continue with the fun. All right, so we got a keepable 7 here. We're going to go to our turn. Our opponent went Swamp Champion of the Parish. We're on the draw. We're going to see whether or not we can make anything of this. So we don't have a 1-drop. We're going to play a Wooded Foothills and pass. Opponent could go double Gravecrawler. They can do a bunch of really cool things here. I don't think there's a 2-mana Thalia's Lieutenant style effect that puts a counter on all your zombies. However, they could go second Champion of the Parish. That's a damn good way to do it. And a Shambling Guest. So we're taking a lot. Probably one of our opponent's fastest starts. Oh, we didn't crack the foothills. Actually, this is perfect. We wanted the Sting Scourger, I guess. Oh, and we passed through our turn too. Big punts to start the day. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't even play our land. This will be a oops moment. Discard the Sling Gang. This is the issue with auto yields. Sometimes you click the buttons too fast. I was too excited. Okay, Goblin Bombardment. This looks really cool. If we get to like miss a land drop and still do stuff, I'm going to be very excited. However, it does look like we might just die here. Yeah, it's definitely not looking good. I'm at a perpetual 3-2. 1 when I crack this, 0 if I fetch. I have to grab exactly my 2 mountains. Big punts to start the day. It's okay. Sting Scourger. Unsummon the champion. Let's see if we can fight back into this. Do they throw it in response? It does make sense. Now the Sting Scourger won't be able to stay around an extra turn. It's going to die pretty much immediately. It's only here to be chump fodder for the champion. So what happened was the fastest way for you to stop auto yielding if you click yield through this turn is to press 0, because what 0 does is it yields until your end step. And there's like a certain amount of priority each action gets. So by saying, oh, I want to pass through the whole turn. Wait, never mind. I want to pass until this point. The computer will give you the most recent or the closest point to where you are. So if you want to say I want to pass to my main phase and I want to pass to my end step, it'll stop in your main phase before your end step. And so by saying I want to pass through my whole turn, by saying if I want to pass to the end step, then the computer will stop there instead of passing through your whole turn. So what happened was I tried to click 0, but 0, I didn't click 0 fast enough. So the yield through my whole turn happened. I was in my upkeep. I pressed 0 and it automatically took me to my end step. All right. Small, totally player error, 1000%. Dexterity issues, if you will. Things I can change if I just get better. I just got too excited. All right, let's see. Engineered explosives on 1 could be really good. I mean, bolts can be amazing. We could even play Assassin's Trophy, but I don't think it's worth it. Fire Magic really doesn't do too much. Vexing Bubble, Trash Master, Vandal, Leyline, all the wrong matchups. And I think Assassin's Trophy is not really that needed. I don't really want Magus because they're basically mono black. And it's probably going to be a grindy matchup, so I can trim some of the aggressive cards. The non-removal aggressive cards. Let's just trim both the lords. Because we're going to be playing the game of on the back foot and then comboing. We can hold up bolt with any of our fetch lands. It's just whether or not we want to play the theater in our hand first. So we're not yielding through our turn. The yellow indicator down here shows that we're yielding to their end step. This is where we want to be with this munitions expert. No response. That could stay there. Go to mine. Because rarely munitions is going to be able to tag a champion. It's almost always going to grow faster than we can shoot it, like we saw last game. However, when we're on the play, we can do this. Ping. Cavern on zombie. Man, I miss my cavern sometimes. Bombardment on an empty board is exactly what we want to see. I mean, fetch shock lets us also leave a bolt. Attack. Harbinger soup. Okay. I would like to sack this. Grab a Harbinger. Yes. I would like to draw a ringleader. Zombie opponent says goblins versus zombies. A tale this time. It's a beautiful thing. I didn't leave up the bolt. That's interesting. Live on YouTube. I'll say it at the end. I think carrying feeder is fine, actually, as crazy as that is to say. Harbinger. All right, no response. All right, put a card on top. 3 cards in hand. Opponent says, yeah, 4-1 twice in a row with this brew, but then got blown out by stupid Eldrazi multiple times. I feel that. I feel that. not the 4-1 part, but the Eldrazi. Okay. Command is not K command anymore. It's dumb. What do I want to hit off my end step? Slinging Lieutenant? Sting Scourger? Mog Mob? You could just grab munitions. Target this. Oh, you know what? That is done. So let's not do that. If I do everything the opposite of what I want to do, that makes more sense. So I look at these cards. I can have any of them. Then I will sack the Harbinger to grab the Expert, which will then shoot the Carrion Feeder. They shoot the Expert. And then that's fine. I don't think I want them to, I mean, there we go. That's why we hold the bolt. I 1,000% win a trade. Because then I get to do some nasty things. Okay, that's fine. Then bolt. Now I get to slam Ringleader. I guess we surveil first. That can stay right there. Kiki, Slinging. I think we just go yield, attack. We can sack it for a Snoop. Nah. You can grab a Pashlik Mons. Nah. I can copy it with Kiki Jiki next turn and then sack the copied Ringleader to the Birthing Ritual and grab anything. There's the champion. And they pass. I think we start with Slinging. Okay, they shoot the Skirk in response. I'll sack it to make a red. Now I replay the Skirk in my hand. attack for 2. We have a Trawler, Matron, Snoot. I'll sack the Skirk for the Snoot. Top card's a land. I guess I don't want to yield. I'm glad I turned off auto yields. Let's just do it the smart way. So now we know about Meat Hook. Probably could have expected it, but you can get a Trawler and bog them. Ooh. That's fascinating. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're doing. Okay, grab higher. Harbinger. They do gain a life. We do have a ringleader left, so. How can they have 3 cards in hand and not have a zombie to play? Maybe they wanted to get the Liliana down because they don't know I don't have any pressure. Ah, I see. They have the support cards. This deck looks sweet. There's the zombie. 2 zombies. Oh, they just go up? Oh, this is the one that lets them cast zombies from the graveyard. Okay. So they're going to try to storm off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zombies they can cast. They do have 2 damage on board in the grave crawlers. Ugh. Oh, wow. Draw 4. I haven't gone to combat yet. Very interesting. Play Log Mob. It's pretty good. Opponent is doing some boss level stuff. They have Meat Hook, Goblin Bombardment, Liliana Untouched by Death, and Weatherlight completed. That's pretty awesome. What's up, Jolly? Appreciate you dropping in. How's your day going? Man, the energy schedule is weird. I love the energy series. I'm never gonna stop going. It's just yeah, I'm okay with it. It's just yeah, it's not what it was the last couple of years. I mean, like I like the fact that they're trying to do bigger venues. They're trying to make sure all of them hit. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I definitely wish there were more of them. Yeah, less in person is like they could have the online events, have have the in person events. Don't decrease the amount of those. Okay, so what we could have done could have gone to combat first. Then if they do that when we go to combat, I guess the going to combat and playing the Mog Mob is the same, basically. If I exerted my Mog Mob, it would have been better. Because it would have attacked for 5, then we could have shot them for 3. One Sling Gang in the graveyard. Okay. I'll sack the Ringleader. We don't have 2 Kikis in the graveyard, so that's good. I have a Matron. I think I grab a Sting Scourger. This is all fine. They throw it at me. They're going to recast their entire graveyard, which is pretty awesome. Could you not Glory Attack, then sack? I could have. I'm trying to play to the Snoop combo. I think they're going to tap out for a huge board, and I was going to try to Snoop combo them. The issue is now they just kind of kill me. We've been playing this really long value game with Ritual, which I felt like I'm favored in. But once this Liliana came down, I kind of felt like the game got away from me. But you're right, that was the window to win. I don't think that they had enough with the one Gravecrawler to deal with both my creatures, and they can't block. So that's a straight up punt. But got the punts out early. This is the end of the previous league. We're about to start a new one, so we'll see. This league we went 0-5. The sideboard was not on our side. I like certain parts of it, but definitely not what's going to work. I guess an Assassin's Trophy would have been good. I'm looking at all their... And the Goblin, to be fair, if we had an Assassin's Trophy for this Goblin Bombardment, I think this game ends in our favor. Who knows? We still might be able to play through this. If we draw a land, five. No, it can go. They go to 7. You're one turn too late. Let's see if we can get them to use their entire board. So we have 4 mana. We can cast another 2-drop off the top. Okay. Let's not mess this up again. I'm gonna shoot the carrion feeder and the carrion feeder. Sack this one to this one and keep it. No, so I haste a snoop. Let's not be dumb again. Now I can go tap target. Okay. And then I can go to combat. No, because they block both. Do I just shoot the lily? I'm being dumb here. We can sack this. They're gonna gain a bunch of life. I think I just bolt them. Because now I can untap, draw Kiki Jiki. Oh, never mind. Kiki Jiki's on the bottom. Ignoble Matron. Sack Harbinger. Grab Matron. Matron Tutors. We don't have another munitions expert, but I can grab a Sling Gang. Oh, Sling Gang does nothing because we need hook. Could have grabbed another Harbinger. That's probably the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. There are no harbingers. Okay. Shoot down the matron. Now it's a creature. They might have lethal. Block. Yeah. This was an epic match. Thank you for playing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Weatherlight completed, turning out to be absolutely busted in Modern. Something that we never would have expected to see, but I had a buddy who was playing Yawgmoth, and he he was able to just draw his deck in Brood Skill combo in Modern, also in Yawgmoth. Like if you have a way to Happy New Year, and this was live on YouTube. If you wanna watch it, so chat says hi. Boom. Okay. We played a couple times, but that was really fun. All right, let's 0 and 5. Let's go back to the drawing board. Close this out. Go back to our collection. You know what? I can feel it. The 5-0 comes from the lowest of places. The struggle is what makes you want to survive. So this is what we were just playing. And I think the sideboard was probably what messed us up the most. So let's just go EE out, Assassin Trophy out, Vandal, Trash Master, Bolt, Fire Magic. All that can go. We can add another Leyline, add another Vexing Bauble. We want the Trash Master in the main. And the Crater Maker. Trim down to 1 Horde Master. We've done this a lot. Add munitions. Crater Maker is our 4th munitions. 2nd Mogmob. 3rd Mogmob. Put the Maguses in the board. Full Force Skirk. Not having Thoughtseize is tough, but it makes our mana a lot better. It's also not a hit off of Ritual. Land count's really low, but we have a lot of Dorks. Munitions, Birthing Ritual, Snoop. 1 Sting Scourger. 1 Horde Master. 3 Mogs. We could go down to 2 Mogs. What else do we have? We have the extra Ringleader. I think we have to cut some of these 2 drops. Horde Master can go. Sting Scorcher can be in the board. I think Passionlick was cut at one point. So we need one more card. 8, 12, 12 is 6, right? 6 could be totally wrong. 6 could also be totally right. I mean, we could just grab Wart. It's repeated card advantage over time. And it's got fear, so like sometimes it's unblockable. It's a lot of 4-drops with only 20 lands. It's my only concern. We can put Trashmaster and Auntie in the board. These are our one-of Goblins. So we got Maguses. We can add one. Sting Scourger, Trashmaster, Wart. So this is for any grindy matchup. This is for artifacts. And this is for just creatures that go very tall. Murktide, Oculus. So sometimes we don't have a second Sting Scourger. Okay, well, I would say if you're building this at home, you probably want a second Sting Scourger. One Wart is fine. One Trashmaster is fine, but sometimes you really want a second Sting Scorcher. Creator is a good way to kill Doorkeeper Thrall, and then Mob is a good. Oh, we don't really have a good way to kill Clarion Conqueror. I guess it's Munitions Expert. Then maybe we want to play the full 4 munitions. Maybe another trawler because it's an extra land technically. Yeah, if we count the trawlers, then we have 23 lands, which is much better. Now we just work on our sideboard. I like Thoughtseize a lot because we can take a sweeper that they would be otherwise relying on. No. 1, 2. Oh, not that. 3. Wart is probably too cute. Trashmaster, Sting Scourger. Sting Scourger is great. Trashmaster is great. This puts us at exactly 15. We don't have a lot of removal, but the format's not very creature heavy. Plus, we have a lot of removal in the main now. Kind of feel like we need to beat the unfair decks, and that's like very important. Thoughtseize. I'm a really big fan of Chalice. Like, I will never complain about not having Chalice, or about having to play Chalice. So what? We cut the Sting Scourgers, Sting Scourger, Trashmaster. We can cut 1 munitions for a Sting Scourger. I think that 1's decent. Hey, what's up, Derek? Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, I'm not sure Jack has mastered the post-combat main phase quite yet. Big cup of the infinite empty. It's true. Right now, I just do everything in the main phase, go to combat, and then auto yield through the turn. You're right. That's a great point. You can cut Leylines down to 3. We could play the Sting Scourger in the main. That would be our final card. 13 and 13, 8 and 4. A pretty nice looking sideboard, if I do have to say. No, the thing is, you're right. When I assess it, after you say it, I assess it, and I'm like, oh yes, you're right. I can totally understand how you can see that. All right, so this is 12 fortuned. No, not anymore. Now, this is 1, 1. 1, 1. Jump. Boom. All right, let's jump into some games. We lost 0-5 in that previous one. Let's see if we can come back. With 1-1 Jund. So I feel like, in my opinion, the one set that I'm excited for this year is Laurelin. But the issue with that is yeah, I'm really excited to see what Reality Fracture is going to be. I'm not sure if that's basically going to be like the Conflux for art time period. Like Alara had a quote unquote oh my god, they're going to town out there. Yes, I'll go first. Someone's going crazy out there with the fireworks. I mean, we have a combo hand. We don't have the colors. You can only cast Snoop. But I trust by turn 3 we draw either a green source or a black source. Maybe. Opponent thinking. I chose to keep. They're contemplating their 7. Okay, opponent. Maybe in the bathroom. Not sure. Why is it been so long? Opponent, just please don't go. I feel bad. Opponent might time out, and we don't want that. But yeah, I really hope everybody's having a beautiful New Year's. 2026 is going to be an amazing year full of focus and dedication, and I put all those good vibes out there for all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my Magic family. The Goblin Horde is always growing, And our opponent, if they were on arena, would be roping. Very, very interesting. So we can go back to the deck list and just talk a little bit. So for the longest time, we were playing 24. No, that makes sense. Um, I tank on mtgo a lot, but like on your opening hand is also really important if you're playing certain decks, right? Like there's like a serum powder um, Cosmogoyf deck that's running around right now that's really popular, and that deck, the opening hands are crazy. Neoform is another deck. Titan is another deck. There's just so many decks that have some crazy um, like requirements for you to keep a good 7, or even just like a opening start. They may also be getting some water. Yeah, no, I love it. I love drinking water. It's the best thing. Keeps you all your brain lubricated. It's super nice to have enough water. The worst thing is you drink the rest of your water bottle, and then sometime in the game you're gonna want to drink some more water. You grab your empty water bottle, you look at it, you have this moment in your mind where you're like, oh, and then you put it back down. I found the solution. You bring a gallon of water with you, and you just keep it next to you. It's your water bottle. Some people have the 1 gallon like portable water, like actual water bottles, but for some bizarre reason, I keep breaking mine. So I've just resorted to the jug. I can buy one of these at any gas station, any store. Is it 5 minutes in your timeout? So they didn't even figure out whether or not to keep a mulligan in their hand. So opponent, no, don't want to start the league like this. This doesn't. I don't think this counts for a win. Opponent went to get some water and never came back. That's a good point. They could have disconnected. I've disconnected a couple times and it's pretty tough. Oh, it does give you a win? Okay. That would be my only concern. Oh, opponent showed up. Hell yeah. They did mull? Yeah, it looks like they showed up right in time. Life happens. No, 1,000%. Like, and sometimes you think that you have time to use the bathroom and you don't. Okay, they have an Emery, which then gives them another mana, and their land is a Saga. Sure, it's a pretty good start for my opponent. 2 cards left in hand, probably interaction. Get the Snoop down. Ritual is not a land. Is it Steel Cutter makes sense? I could see that. They have mana for it. They can activate for a construct, or they can cast Steel Cutter and cast a spell. Also, the data from last week is noted to have a high win rate. Yeah, no, that makes sense. This deck is very strong. Or are you talking about the the Cosmogoyf deck? Because I believe that this deck is a high win rate. I don't know so much about the Cosmogoyf deck. There's a land on top. No attacks. A basic mountain is probably the worst land to draw here. The fact that the Cosmogoyf deck works is a miracle. It does create some very funny starts. I think I can yield. They go land cutter. Or no, they grab another opal. Play cutter. Oh, that's even better. Am I just dead? Play cutter organically. Cast a Mishra's Bauble. No, this is fast enough. Recast Bauble. We might be able to buy ourselves one turn. No. So we can go. This is weird. I think I survived at 1. But I can't play the matron. I have to leave up the Crater Maker. See what they do. This was a bad keep. Yeah, well, it's okay. I think that if we would have kept a hand, like they haven't interacted with our board at all this game, this is definitely the game for us to win. Like, we would have needed them to do exactly this for us to win with the combo if we were playing to it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The issue is they're making a third construct. They're going to give it haste. So each of them is going to be 7/7s, which become 8/8s, and now the one that's buffed is a 9/8. So I can block the one that's the biggest, the 9/8, and then I can blow up another one. But I still take 8. So I have to let my Snoop die. Even if I shatter, because it takes it down 1 power. And I know I'm drawing a green land. So my best line will be shock, play ignoble, play matron, or play matron tutor. It's not good. Yeah, that's I feel like the same thing. If this were to be a fetch if this was a fetch land, I think we're in much better shape. No response. Then I get to draw. We know the draw. I can shock. We're in the same spot as last time. We just don't have the ability to shatter the third token. Counterspell with the Metallic Rebuke is the name. Been playing Azorius Tempo with Wanshi Tongue. Things like White Orchid Phantom have been doing okay. Lots of fun, but also extremely stressful. Yeah, because that makes sense. Because you're gliding in between like really busted, insane decks, and you're just like, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna blow up your lands and draw some cards. You're like, please don't. Like, I'm sure you actually. I was thinking about Amulet, but you crush Amulet. I'm sure the aggressive decks are like very like seat of the pants-esque, very stressful, super. I bet it's super high octane games though. All right, game 2. We don't have meltdowns, but we have chalices and vexing baubles. Cut all of the card advantage cards. Sting Scorcher's great, Crater Maker's great. Munitions. Actually, munitions kills Emery. Trawlers, Skirks. Probably not super needed as much. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's anything that gets cut, it's Skirk. Quantum Riddler saves you so much. That makes sense. I just started playing Izzet Goblins. We went from playing Boros with a bunch of burn spells, Boros, Charm, Lightning, Helix, Lightning Strike, to now we're playing Izzet Goblins, and we're playing Windscarred Siege, the Izzet Siege that gives them trample, haste, and a buff. And we're playing Riddler and Consult as like my restock plan. I'm like playing all the goblins, and then I restock, and then I play all the goblins, and I restock. And a hasted Riddler that gets another power and trample is just ridiculously powerful. It's insane. Yeah, I played in Goblins, and oh, dude, I cannot. The live streams. So I stream a different format every day of the week in all of its Goblins, and in Monday streams, like it just ridiculously overperforms. Oh yeah, it's in queue. Oh, dude, I can't imagine that. This is a turn 3 combo hand, but we lose to what they just did. This is just a bad hand. Oh my god. I should have kept the chalice hand. Okay. So put 5 cards in the bottom. A great way to start the stream. Yeah, they could have had a slower hand. That's fair. I should have kept the one that was just the Bogart Trawler. We can 1000% just die to like Urza Saga Beats. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your luck. Chalice is a classic. See, all we need is a chalice and a land. Let's go to the instead. Raucous Theater. Log Mob to the bin. We're looking for lands. Fetch lands specifically, please. Okay. Well, if we had a Concealed Courtyard, we probably would have fetched that, if I'm being honest. Because Birthing Ritual is like a great way to get out of this. We do have a lot of green sources, though. Fetch plus for Surveil is insane. Yeah, Commercial District. Sorry, that's the one. Yeah, no. We should have kept the 5. The 5 was a tapped MDFC, a chalice, and a bunch of other cards. If you draw 1 fetch, then that hand wins. I got greedy, 1000%. Okay. Play it tapped. Pass it over. They didn't show me like a bajillion free cards. Now they have Sink into Stupor, Hardcast Emery, that's fine. A 0 drop and a bunch of cards they can't cast. That's what we want to see. Okay, our Kiki Jiki. Looking good. I believe we have one more Kiki Jiki in the deck, so we can still potentially combo kill them. There's the Saga. That's the card we lose to. I mean, to be fair, I have no clue what's in their hand. They probably do like a bajillion things. They have Flame of Anor, because this is a wizard. Okay, so they had the Amber, they had the Opal. They could have Whip Flare plus Metallic Rebuke plus Galvanic Discharge are all removal spells that they could play. So I don't think keeping the hand that just exclusively casts combo on 3 is good. But I also don't think mulliganing to 2 is right. But this is a good example of not holding a hard and fast line in your head. Like in my head, I was like, okay, I'm going to mulligan until I hit one of these hate pieces. And even though I have 6 of them, I still didn't find one. I should have done the math, because I'm sure if you use like the actual math, it tells you that you'll see one in like 6 hands. And because I had one in my 5th hand to get, no, because what is it? I'm super dead, so I'm trying to do the math. If I had it in my 5th hand and my 2nd hand out of 7, 2 out of 7 doesn't reduce. So it's whatever the decimal of 2 over 7 is. But that's bad math. I should not have. If I would have done the math, I probably would have been a little bit more smart about it. Mox Amber, Urza Saga. Can they equip? No, they're probably going to equip the construct next turn, because it'll have a lot more mana. To be fair, this is a really cool deck. Our opponent almost timed out, and they're winning the match with 10 minutes to spare. So this is awesome. Oh my god. Wait. Hold up. Maybe there's a chance. All right, play Ritual. They let it resolve. That's interesting. Am I just dead? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just dead. I could play the Ignoble, but I still think I died to the Quarry Steel Cutter. Opponent, show me the death. They only have 4 Rebuke at least. Oh, that for sure. That's smart. When I play against blue decks, too often assume they have like Spell Pierce, or it used to be Mana Leak, now it's Counterspell. It's been Counterspell for years, but so many years of playing in modern, where I'm just like, if I could just go to the late game, I can play around their counterspells and force them to use their cryptic commands. Not today. Decks don't have room. That makes sense. Especially a deck like this. They're trying to do so many cool things. GG's. Oh, well played, opponent. Okay. One more, and then I'm going to crash. So this is exactly what you need to watch to know how to lose. I have lost the first game I played in the last league. Narrowly, but lost. This match got stomped. Definitely made some decisions wrong. Let's see if I can get one win, because the whole last league was in 0-5. So I need to focus up. Need to stop playing so loose. But like, variance will get you. Sometimes you're gonna win, sometimes you're gonna lose. But I definitely feel like all of these losses pretty much come down to me not being as in tune with the deck as I should be, and that's probably because I play too many formats. But I mean, I love Modern; it's my baby. I really have to work on this deck. So next time I stream, we're gonna do something a little bit different. Try to figure out whether or not Jun's the right idea. We could branch into a bunch of different colors. We can also just try Rakdos with Vile and Chthonian Nightmare and see maybe the old reliable is best. I think Vile and Chthonian would be great against that deck, especially. They didn't have a ton of like if we hit a oh, that's not true. They had Flame of Anor. I was gonna say if we had a Vile on 3, like we could have top decked a Matron, viled it in, grabbed a Ringleader, next turn uptick Ringleader, drawn a bunch of cards, and that's from a Molta too. It gives us a way into those low resource games and to go over the top of our opponents who just genuinely play better cards. Opponent, I believe not a lot of people are playing Modern. Bombardment is insane. I could try Goblins with Bombardment. That's a way where we don't need the Harbinger per se. We could use like Imperial Seal, or what's the Imperial Seal in Modern? There's like you and another player both tutor a card to the top. Scheming Symmetry. Maybe we could try that. This hand is bad. It's one land. Commercial District would make this hand keepable. This is the same hand, but a little better, I guess. Put the Crater Maker on the bottom. We're going to grab a Stomping Ground. Yeah, we play Sling Gang and Mog Mob. So like we can, at the end of making Infinite Snoops, target our Harbinger and put one of those on top. But I like the idea of also just playing like a sack outlet in like on the board. Then when we get the Snoop down, all we have to worry about is getting the Kiki Jiki on top. And if nothing else is around but the Snoop, it doesn't matter. I like that. Stomping Ground Shock. Play the Ignoble. Pass it over. No second land. Play the Snoop. Another Birthing Ritual on top. All right, opponent. Show me death. Hey, that's not a Bowmaster, okay? That's all we cared. All we cared about was Bowmaster. Another Snoop on top is interesting. There's a land. You're gonna play Ice Till Explorer and then play a Ghost Quarter and hit our only land. Shambling Vast. They're playing the Beseech deck. Interesting. They are probably playing Bowmaster then. Okay, they're probably doing something busted next turn. Harbinger, no response. Yes. Kiki Jiki, tap to target. 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 Okay. Also, there may be some goblins at the Lorwyn set worth looking at. Mono black airship. Okay. It's cool that the airships seeing more play. Let's take the payoffs out of their hand then. And it looks like they play a lot of one drops. We can cut some of our one drops. And then airship is a artifact. Sting Scorcher also does work on it. Munitions is meh. Probably not a matchup where we want ringleader. Let's try like this. We just need to play to the combo more. Trust that the combo is good enough. It doesn't matter what our opponent's doing. Just play Snoop into the Harbinger. Like, if it would have kept my 7 against the other player, I do think that we have a good chance of winning. It's just by turn 2, they probably could hold up any number of different remove spells. Okay. I get to do my favorite thing in the world, which is play a Chalice on 1 on 2. An opponent, because they want the surveil value, will not cast a 1-drop on 1. Let's go to... Oh, that's right. I lost. So this is even better for us. So we're going to yield through our turn. Go to their end step. I've been sorry, I've been hurt. The way we get up is what makes us who we are. There was an aspiring spike deck that took off. That's awesome. It's nice when you can find cards like that airship had been around forever and people just weren't playing it. Okay, so they take the Harbinger because it's the best card with Ritual. In the end step, get a Surveil Land. You don't have a green Surveil Land, which makes me sad. It's okay. We'll get one eventually. Arena. No. Go to mine. It's another land. We have so many fetches that we're just going to do this to thin. Let's get our green source now so we don't need it later. See what X on 1 does against their deck. Really? Hits their whole hand? Can't be that good. Get the Ritual down. They do have a Bowmaster, sure. Go to their end step. Go to 13, 12 when we fetch. Yogg. Beseech. Okay. Phoenix Fleet airship. That's what you were talking about. I was thinking of the Phyrexian thing we were just playing against. Interesting. So we might be in danger. We're only at 13. If they can crew this, it's got crew 1. So they're gonna have, if they have one other creature, they can attack for 8 in the air next turn. That's pretty strong. Let's get a Raucous Theater. Snoop is pretty good. That can stay on top. Getting the Creator Maker down actually would have been amazing because we could have killed the airship before I made another one. Mountain. Creator Maker. Ooh. Definitely mistapped. Play the Snoop. Matron on top. End step, trigger. Look at the top 7. Snoop, Matron, Ignoble. I'll sack this one to grab a Matron. Matron will tutor. The Harbinger is a land on top, and I'll pass. I don't know if Chalice is good against them, but it definitely feels like they slowed down. Yeah, Chalice against most decks is fine. I just find that a lot of modern removal is 1 mana. Yeah. So. No blocks, I'll take 4. Another airship? Did they sack? Oh, they sacked the Delta. Oh my god, and they're all creatures. Opponent. Oh wait, no, they're 2 away. They're so close. They were so close. I'm sure they would have had it if I hadn't done all the craziness that I did. So let's go black. I guess they could have Dismember, and Dismember technically doesn't die at that. Or doesn't lose to Chalice. Alright, Harbinger. Put the Kiki Jiki on top. Tap the target. Paying costs. Oh my god! Opponent was doing the coolest thing that I've ever seen, making 1 billion airships. However, we were able to get our Snoop combo going, and you know what? This is a testament to not only the Snoop combo, but to playing combos in general. I am a huge believer that sometimes you're just supposed to play to your combo and not worry about what your opponent's doing. I think the reason I've been losing so much recently is because I've been trying to think about how to interact with my opponent as if I wasn't playing a combo deck. When you're playing a combo deck, you lean heavily on that. And that's what this has shown me tonight. We're going to grab a Mog Mob. We're going to start bolting their face. Three, 6, 9, 12, and good game. Okay, well, this has been amazing. Happy New Year's. Thank you all so much for being here. Before we get going, if you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to Ramble, hit like and subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more support the channel, $1 a month gets numbered out on every stream. Before we go, I'm going to read off the members and the people on the Patreon. We also started Patreon recently. We got merch coming. We do signed stickers and playmat, or signed. All that's coming. We do signed cards and signed tokens, right now. And stickers and playmats are on the way. We got a merch drop coming soon. Bad decks have more fun, so stay tuned if you're interested for that. We got 3 members in the Patreon, and then a bunch of YouTube members. From the top, we have the Real 2CU and your account as Green Goblins. We have Adam at the Crankle Mob Boss tier. We have from the top Alpha Ronan, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, ADDY 100K, Jared Monster Man, and Annan, Riberio, Cypher 777, The High Wumpus, AJR, B Rhyme, Corvisker, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier and Hugo, Valeroth, Yorminger, Terrieth, Nito Burrito, Trucker Philosophy, The Green Ranger, Stanton McCain, Uncooked Burrito, Danny Alexandria, Sergeant Farmer, and you. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. We stream every single day, 10 o'clock p.m. CST. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy me ramble, I'll see you next time. Peace.